Welcome to our nature and wildlife tour here at Botanica Ditton Park. As it's the summer, let's see what nature's doing at this time of year. Okay, so here we are just at the side of the water. We purposely allow these nettles to grow a bit higher. Butterflies lay their eggs on stinging nettles, so we leave some areas like that across the park. And just in the distance there in the reeds, you can see there's a coot, and she's there sitting on the nest, so we'll expect to see some young very soon. So here we are in the flower garden, and you can see perfect for our pollinators. Our planting going from Love in the Mist down here up to the yellow achillea. We have the purple Verbena bonariensis and the orange in the background, the red hot pokers, Nymphophea. So on a sunny day, this will be abundant with bees and pollinators. So just in the distance we can see the grey heron, and the heron can be regularly seen down here at the water. Obviously he's out here for food, he's out fishing for the small fish, and so that is the grey heron. It's a very rainy day today, so the birds are out in the field at the moment, but there's a pair of Egyptian geese. They've just recently had some young, so hopefully we'll see those on our nature tour today. So here we are on the Manor House lawn, and our centrepiece we have the iconic English oak, Quercus robur, and this tree, native tree, is a host to absolutely thousands and thousands of different types of wildlife and biodiversity. So yeah, iconic tree, the English oak. And then if we pan across to the left, in the distance there we have the purple-leaved beech, Fagus sylvatica purpurea. A beautiful tree at this time of year. You can see this beautiful swan. She's sitting on the nest right now. Not sure how many eggs are under there, but hopefully it won't be too long before we see some cygnets here at Botanica Ditton Park. And just in the margin of the water, just coming out now, these beautiful flowers, purple loosestrife. You can see just on the water we have a small family of coots. There's 2 adult birds and 2 young, and the parent birds have just been feeding the young. And across the water we have the duck house. That's where those coots have nested, so lovely to see some young birds on the water. Just outside the main office building, we have a pair of adult Egyptian geese. One in the middle of the road, one over to the right, and the 2 just on the left there on the grass, they are this year's young. So we have 2 young Egyptian geese which have hatched here at Ditton Park. Egyptian geese are originally native in Africa and were introduced to the UK, and we now have pairs breeding across the UK and can be regularly seen. So just in the distance we have a couple of groups of Canadian geese, regulars here at Ditton Park. They all have young, this year's hatchlings, and they're currently just in the rainy conditions sitting under the trees over there. So here we are just opposite the main entrance. We're in the field here, we have these beautiful mature English oaks, and just up in the trees some habitats have been introduced. These are bat boxes, and they are most likely to have pipistrelle bats nesting in them. There's some on the adjacent trees as well. Pipistrelle bats can often be seen flying around at dusk. Some time back, obviously this very mature English oak has obviously come to the end of its life. Tree regeneration and keeping the tree stock going is very, very important. So it's really important that we're planting new trees and new stock, and that's why you'll see this young English oak just to the side of it, and that will mature and replace this one in the long term. Okay, so here we have our 2 newly installed beehives, 2 colonies of bees, absolutely wonderful for pollination in the local area, certainly over in our flower garden as well. And you know, they're going to produce some wonderful honey, which hopefully in the future we'll be able to hold events around here on the park. And we are sustainable with the bees. We make sure they have enough honey to overwinter as well. And so far, they are hugely successful. They're doing really, really well and settling in.